All right, call to order the regular meeting. And since we just did the Pledge of Allegiance, we're just gonna do call to order, Jim.
Trustee Sewell.
Yeah, I'm here.
Stewart.
Here.
Ball.
Present.
Gunther.
Yes.
Supervisor Cox.
Yes. All right, item on the agenda is public comments. Feel free to step to the podium.
Good evening, Al Willen again, please. A few years ago, back when you were Board of Trustee, you had said that all bills be posted on township website. This stopped 30 days after you were elected supervisor. Transparency needs to be reinstated so taxpayers can see where all their bills, well, all their tax dollars are going. When are you guys going, when are you, are the trustees going to reinstate this on the website? Thank you.
Okay, I can answer that right now. I do not believe I ever said on the website. We didn't even have a functioning website.
Yes, we did.
Okay, well, I'm,
Not the-
listen, we didn't even have it. I requested that we see the bills, and I saw the bills before I voted on them. And you guys were there at those meetings, and you know exactly what occurred. So you can laugh all you want, that's what occurred.
No.
And so we didn't even have a functioning
Yes, we
website.
did.
Oh,
We did
I'm
have
just
a
telling
website.
you, there was never a bill, never ever a bill on the website. So I would have never said that I want to see the bills on the website. I wanted to see the bills before I voted on them, because many times I'd be sitting in that chair and we had no clue, and they second, and then I would vote no, and it was 1 against 4, and that's how it went. So that's the only thing, as I demanded to see the bills emailed to me. Maybe that's where the confusion was, emailed to me, or I can see them at the meeting before I voted on it. So,
I remember attending those meetings,
okay.
and they gave you a package, and everything was in them minutes.
Okay, all right.
Nope, you didn't receive that packages?
Oh, I got a package, right. I got a package. Sometimes the bills were in them and the
Point of order,
receipts.
this is not a
Hey, I'm running
conversation.
the meeting. It's my meeting.
I can
All right.
point of order.
This is a citizen. This is a citizen. I wanted to answer his question. So, all right. Any other comments?
Wow.
Chuck Overfeld, Collinsville,
Except,
Illinois. One question for you, Derek. You answered the other one earlier in the meeting that I was gonna ask. The senior center, that's awesome. Love it that people's coming up there and eating. Great, you know, I mean, that's perfect for the seniors. But is there a way you track that to make sure they are from Collinsville getting $4 meals on our tax dollar? Are they from Collinsville Township? Is there a way you guys track that?
Okay. No, just like, you know, we are not going to say, sir, you're from Troy, you can't be here, okay? And it's never been a problem before, and it's not a problem, because say if there's a citizen from Collinsville who has a sister, okay, and or a friend, and wants to bring their friend, you're gonna tell me that you're gonna say, oh, you can't come in here because your address doesn't say Collinsville. No other government body that I know of that would even be legal. That would not even be legal. They pay for their meal, okay, and they pay for their meal, and they get their meal. And so, if there is somebody, and I know we do have a few citizens that aren't in the Collinsville Township, but I'm okay with that. If that's if you're not, that's okay, you know, and that's just a difference of opinion. Right.
Different agreement, I mean.
It's different, and that's okay.
Awesome. It's
That's
not
absolutely.
personal.
Right, so to your question, no, I don't track exactly what address these folks live in.
Okay, I was
Yep.
just asking.
Yep.
And, one other thing was I gonna ask you here. I know you said the office manager's on the website. None against the office manager. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's gonna do good things.
Yes,
I'm sure he is, but, that was one of your pet peeves before, you know, jobs should be posted on the website for hire, you know. it was one of your pet peeves. I
Yeah.
got all your videos recorded,
Right, and it was posted.
and the one
Right.
where you said the bill's online, that is a video that's, I got it saved, and I will get it to you and show you.
Right, and the thing is, to Mr. Woolen, is I don't have a problem with actually posting those on the website. I think it's great, and I will probably institute that then again. And I'm glad, and I will take criticism, you know, if you tell me what the problem is, that's the problem that I always have, is when I hear, and it only comes from two people, is when I hear, well, you're not doing a good job. Well, tell me specifically what you would like, and I will consider it. And because I'm not perfect, and so
never said
I
you wasn't doing a good job.
What
This
I'm-
is my 5 minutes to speak, okay? You just told me to get up here, you know,
Yeah.
if I wanted to speak,
Go ahead,
correct?
yeah, go ahead.
I never said you wasn't doing a good job. Show me where I said that, Derek.
No,
I
you tell people
I
that,
did,
right?
Okay, okay?
Right, go ahead.
You tell people stuff too, okay? So if you can't take it, don't dish it out on there, okay?
I can take
That's
it.
all I got to say. Thank you.
So, yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, I love when you make public comments, so.
If we're gonna put our bills up online, our publishing costs gonna go up.
Well, we could just post what I send you for the,
Publishing costs still gonna go up.
I mean, we just put it on the website.
Yeah,
We
he's
pay
saying
for
that
that.
there's a cost for that, but Craig's been great. I mean,
Great
and
job.
I actually encourage Craig to charge more, so. we'll
It would be,
okay.
if we wanted to do it, it would be easy to do. It's really boring reading, but it would be easy to do.
Yes.
I just wanted to know the cost associated with it.
Well, again, and but his complaint was the publishing cost was too high. What I'm saying is, I've added, we're at $10,000 right now.
I didn't say that.
No, out.
Oh.
Very nice thing. Very nice
All right,
thing.
next item on the agenda is, if there's no other public comment, approval of minutes, and we'll start with a closed session.
Right, so you have the minutes from the May 9th closed session, and I did send you a revision because Clint pointed out I had him included there. He was not present, so anyway, you've got new ones.
Motion approved.
All right. All in, roll call?
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell? Supervisor Cox?
Yes. All right, consent agenda, and we'll be considering items A through D.
All right, so you got the regular board meeting minutes, and then you've got the highway commissioner's report, the assessor's report, and my report.
Motion to approve, as presented.
I will second.
All right, roll call?
Trustee Ball?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell? Stewart?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes. Approval of bills?
Okay, before you, general assistance, we had expenditures of $445.23 for the month.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay. No questions, roll call?
Trustee Paul?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell? Stewart?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes.
Road and bridge expenditures were $159,614.36.
Motion approved.
I'll second.
All right, roll call?
Trustee Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell? Stewart?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes.
And we did have a line item this month for road and bridge equipment, which was $23,399.44.
I motion to approve the equipment fund.
Second.
All right. Any questions, roll call?
Trustee Sewell?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
Paul?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes.
Town fund expenditures for the month were $131,103.12.
Motion approved.
I'll second.
No questions, roll call?
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Ball?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell? Supervisor Cox?
Yes.
And finally, the last senior center expenditures for the month were $4,223.81. one sentence.
And just so you can see, the senior center lunch, it has bills of $1,800 for the month. And so, but what you would like to see moving forward is exactly how much we brought in compared to that.
Yeah, I think it's
Fair
important.
enough, absolutely, okay. Okay, no questions, roll call?
Trustee Ball?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes.
Sewell?
Yes.
And Stewart?
Yes.
Sorry.
All good. All right, reports by officers and committees. Got anything for us, Ken?
Not a whole lot, but, just to let you know what that equipment cost was in there, we have a, F-550.
Brand new truck for me, right?
Yeah, it's not a brand new truck, it's a brand new bed on a truck. They're no longer doing the steel beds, they're only making the stainless steel. And so we got, it was rusting out, but the truck was still in great shape, so we went ahead and just, got a new bed for it, and it's a stainless steel bed. We redid the lettering, so everybody thinks we got a new truck, but we did not. It's just a bed and lettering. So, but anyway, we're trying to fix up some of the trucks the way we can. We can't get any of them anyway right now. We've had one on order since sometime last year. So, it'll be a while on that one still, I'm assuming. I haven't heard anything on it, so. But, beyond that, we're just out busy. Haven't had a lot of rain, so grass is starting to dry up, but, you know, just a little rain we got on Sunday makes it grow when it's nice like this, so. We're out doing that, we're out, they're finishing up gutter work on La Rosa. We've done about, I think he said about 1,400 feet or something out there of gutter. And our guys have to form and pour, we don't have a gutter machine that just goes down the road, unfortunately, so. We're getting ready to pave a couple of roads, and then we're gonna start working on, North Shore and South Shore out in Dieterding have not been paved and they're, narrow roads. South Shore we'd like to widen just a tad. I mean, we can't really, we're not gonna purchase properties to do that. But we wanna get them paved because you probably won't have to touch them then again for several years on those two roads. So we're gonna start working on that too, and then this fall, like I said, we'll be out doing the Birdie Creek Canal, working on that. Beyond that, just busy. I mean, this is the time of year that our guys don't sit very long, so
Yeah.
we're out working hard and doing what we need to do, so.
Thanks, Ken.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Assessor, he submitted his. Trustees?
Yeah, I got a couple comments. Robert's Rules of Order, public comments are public comments and not an area for conversation. Anybody should address their comments to the public in their own, either reports or your supervisor comments again. Second thing is, I would like to speak to the invoices on the website. I do recall I did bring that forward as a citizen to the previous board because the city does a really nice job on how their minutes and everything are. That board did, and you were part of it, for at least a couple months that I recall, have those invoices on the website. Now, whether or not true invoices are information we should be putting out there, if something needs to be redacted or not, we need to take a look at. But I would definitely be for making sure we have some sort of summary other than, possibly other than what we get in our papers. So, that's about all I have to say.
Okay.
I have a few items. A couple in response. Just like public libraries don't ask if you're a resident just coming into the building when you're open to the public, that's just what you do. Likewise, if some of our residents were to go to other township activities, they don't ask. So it's just one of those
Right.
things when you're open to the public. Lunches, I know one time we, I think last meeting or the time before, we talked about So, they are due back by June 30th. I'm happy to take them up to the county, or if somebody wants to, but.
So
it's a
you're
way-
dropping some off and then?
Yes,
Awesome.
I was given the task to bring them
Cool.
to the township to, so like, do you need housing, do you need food, do you need employment, do you need
Yeah.
rental assistance, anything like that, and it's a way to get feedback directly from our residents.
Yeah, awesome. That's great.
That is
Thank you
great.
so much, Ashley.
You're so
And I'll make sure those get filled out and then we'll get them to you.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Brad or Matt? Good. Okay. Next item is the senior center. Gabby asked if she could just enjoy her evening. I said, sure. And so her notes here, trips have been going well. We went to Merrimack Caverns. Maybe a few of you saw the video. St. Louis Zoo, Busch Stadium, Stevenson House, Fort Eversgard, that's in Germantown. They're actually doing that next week. Blue Springs Cafe. I'm going to Springfield tomorrow. And so anyway, we're doing these once a week and getting different people. It's almost like a lottery now to who gets to go. So, and again, they don't pay for the trip. They don't pay for the gas, anything like that. They pay for whatever cost is involved with that. The high school drama club has been coming in on Mondays. A handful of seniors are really enjoying the kids, and they do plays for them and that. Yoga has really picked up, and I've noticed many days it's almost double the guests, and we're having to go into that room. But again, it's a good thing. Celebrating Father's Day on Thursday, and we're gonna have a blood drive on August the 3rd. So if you know anybody, every person really counts. I think last time our goal was 30, and we hit it, but it's not easy to get that. But we served 1,108 people in May, and we're working on more postings on Facebook. Even though we had to slow down a little bit because we were. This is what's on here, said that. But anyway, Gabby's like me. We like a packed house, but it's hard sometimes to gauge. Thursdays seem kind of slow. Mondays and Thursdays are slow, and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Friday, you just can't ever gauge, and it's got to be hard on her. And we're going to be starting shuffleboard tournaments here soon. And Cinda's birthday is on Thursday.
Shut up.
Yeah. So anyway, just want to let everybody know. But everything is going really good here at the senior center. Clerk?
The only thing I would add is to remind everybody we're closed next Monday.
Yes.
Due to the holiday.
All right, nothing under old business. Under new business, we have a lot here. Approval of the Township Road District budget and appropriation that we went over last meeting for the beginning April 1st, 2023 and ending March 31st, 2024. Clerk, do you have that exact amount?
Yes, $3,883,100.
Motion to approve as presented.
I'll second.
Second? Okay. No other questions? Roll call.
Trustee Sewell?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
Ball?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Supervisor Cotton?
Yes. Next item is the approval of the Township Budget and Appropriation Ordinance for the year April 1st, 2023 and ending March 31st, 2024. And what's that number?
$1,766,454.
Okay.
I motion to approve the township budget.
All right. No other questions? Roll call.
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Ball?
Yes.
Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell? Yes. Supervisor Cox?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, these next items, they have taken some work to get all the information out or in. When we ran, one of the big thing is there were so many times we would do these and we wouldn't even get bids. We would go with one bid and that was it. So I wanted to make sure we at least got a few bids. And so on this one, I believe we had 4 people come in, 3 submit, and this is for the cooling. So Cinda can tell you that that kitchen gets extremely hot and then back in the food. And what happens is it runs off of our thermostat in here where it's nice and cool in here, but in there it's hot. Great news is though, I found a grant through the state of Illinois, and it's specifically for the senior center and for only air conditioning, up to $100,000. I've been going back and forth with them to try to see if I can get it for anything else, but it's only for AC, heating and AC. And so I honestly don't know how it got into the Illinois state budget, maybe a state rep or something, but it's in there. Collinsville Senior Center, $100,000 for heating and AC. So that should cover all of this, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean, so we have some deciding to do here, because there's 3 different bids, and all of them are slightly different, okay? To Bear, and I'll give you kind of just the, real quick on each one, okay? Bear is the one who did our rooftop units here, okay? Great to work with, very professional. What he wants to do is put another rooftop unit up in the kitchen, and then on top of that, Jim, you were explaining, it's a system where on, say if it's cool day, say if it's 50 degrees out, but it's still warm in there, instead of actually running the condenser, it will actually take the air from the outside and pump it in, okay? And so that's something, to my knowledge, that is different than the other 2 bids.
Yeah, that's the economizer. So what he's quoted is a commercial unit, just like we have now up there. It's actually got the air handler in the unit, and then it has the economizer added on, which does exactly what Derek said. There's a thermocouple outside, but like if she's cooking in the fall and heating up the kitchen, but it's 45 degrees outside, instead of the compressor kicking on, it just brings in outside air into the heat exchanger, and it saves energy.
Okay.
So that, which would pay for itself in probably a few years, the economizer.
So that bid is, looks like about $3,000 more than the next bid, okay? The next bid is Viviano. I called him in, a great company here in Collinsville, and his idea was, instead of, he could save costs by not putting the unit and everything on top of the roof, rather putting it in this back room where we used to have a steam table that hadn't been used in years. We got rid of that, so there is room in this back room here. And it's just, and it would have a thermostat in the kitchen, and it would run both, okay?
Aren't we looking at expanded freezer space, and, I mean, we really wanna cram something in that room?
You're right, I mean, Cinda and I spoke about that, and that's the downfall, because he originally.
Saves us what? What's the difference?
$4,000, right, okay.
So it's more, you know, the compressor itself, kind of just like you'd have at your house, would be up on the roof, but there'd be an air handler.
Do any of these
In the-
involve,
in the corner.
service contracts? What's the?
They have,
extended-
yeah, in your paperwork, like this has 5-year warranty on the compressor, but not as far as on the service contract. I don't see anything. They have a 1-year warranty, parts, 1-year warranty on labor. I don't know if that's standard.
It's all pretty standard.
And then the next one is basically the same. They're using a heat pump system, but his idea, which I know Cinda was not a fan of, was putting it into this room here next to the ice machine.
That would be where the air handler would be.
And see, again,
Heat pump would go in the.
they were trying to save costs, because I had to get an electrician in here to see what it would cost to run the wire over to the air handler, okay? And so that actually ended up taking a lot of the savings away from what
Right,
was
that's
gonna
$4
happen.
grand for the
Right,
electrician, right?
yeah. And again, I do believe that this is gonna be all paid for. We're gonna get this money back. We're working on that right now. So, do you guys have any questions or thoughts, or?
Well, I thought 5-ton, 3-ton. Viviano was less on the 5-ton, but now that you're telling me this system's a little more sophisticated for only a little bit more, and it's already paid for, I'm putting it up. I like him.
I like the way you put it.
I like him at Viviano.
I understand.
Donnie and Cindy.
No, no, that's not, we're here to get the best price, and it has nothing to do with friendships or who we're here to do the best job.
The Bear quote would be the same equipment we already have, the economizers. It's a way to save money on your fuel
We have
bill.
a service contract with them already.
We should, we don't yet, but we should. We gotta get something. in place.
Well, here,
Yeah, we need to get
if
something
we're
in
getting a
place.
grant for it, well, of course, that's,
Maybe they would cover
the
the
grant's
service
for only
contract.
1 year. Yeah, we have to appropriate how much is a service contract. per
And what's
year.
it include, I mean, we need to understand that too.
We
But
actually-
AC, I mean, I'd be interested in what SLAs look like for a service contract, especially if we're housing folks, right? I mean, this is a cooling center, we gotta have, I mean,
We
can't have a-
actually, we did get a quote from them back when we put this in for a service contract for both the cooling side and the heating side, and it wasn't all that
Wasn't too
much.
bad.
No. I have those on my
Um,
computer.
I could also go back to him, because he was our first bid. I don't know if I could go back to him and see if he could make us a great offer right now on the service contract, you know, before we sign. You know, but how could we move forward? Could we still move forward and award the contract?
That's something we negotiate separately.
Right.
Service contract is a separate.
Like I said,
Yeah, it
we,
should be separate. That wouldn't be-
we saw a quote on it before, it wasn't a lot
Right.
of money.
Move
just for
forward
that.
Move
with
forward
a
with that.
company A, B, or
Okay,
C.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Because I'd like to start ASAP, right, Cinda?
Right.
It's your birthday
How
present.
soon is that?
The
Can you
other
get it
problem
before it
is,
starts
well-
getting hot?
Yeah, that's, I mean, I heard the turnaround could be just a couple of weeks.
When he quoted us this thing, which has been
Right.
I
a
was gonna
month,
say, it says a long
6
one.
weeks ago,
Yeah,
he
it says
had
a
the,
long
he
one.
had the rooftop unit in stock. Now, whether that's still the case, I don't know.
The economizer is a long lead time.
But that could be added at a later date.
All right, any motions?
I'd make a motion to, allow Derek to enter into talks to finalize a contract with Bear.
I'll second that.
Okay, roll call?
Trustee Ball?
Aye.
Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes. Okay, next, let me hand these out. Okay.
I don't remember seeing anything about plumbing equipment.
Well, I kept waiting on
I didn't send you.
all of them, it's a lot.
If you read my email, it would say you can
This
bring.
one, oh, I will.
Is this to fix it out here, or?
Yeah, both. Oh, there's another, and then here's the other one from Hendricks. There's so many.
So what are we plumbing?
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
Approval of contract
Okay,
plumbing service.
here's this. This here. Okay.
Are we putting Cinda's old cabinets back?
Yeah. No. I wanted to.
I think I got some in the garage at home.
Okay. All right, same thing here. I met with 4 different plumbers, all very reputable. I only got 2 back, and this has been going on for a month and a half. So we're going with the 2 that are in front of us. And I'll probably get Tigers tomorrow, but I wasn't really concerned about that. So, anyway, so there's some differences on this, okay, as well. So first of all, just for you all to understand, we have 2 different projects, and they'd like to do them at the same time, okay? And all the plumbers said that could save them some money if they do them at the same time, and we'll only have to shut down a day or 2, okay? So the one project, and we've been working on this for many, many years, and the city is all ready to go with it, and but we didn't own the land. The tap-in is over here, but we didn't own the land to get to the sewer, okay? And so we have a problem with the line that goes all the way under the building. It's corroding. They've taken cameras down there, and about every 6 months or so, we have to get it jetted. And every time, we're sweating to know if the thing's gonna crumble altogether. Okay, so we needed to get that property. I know a lot of people were against it, but that was one reason that we needed that property. So we got that. And we need to get this done before the parking lot starts, okay? So, both bids, all right, have that project, okay? And then there's another project that in the men's room, there's only 1 stall. So if there's 2 guys that need to go number 2, there's a problem, okay? And so the ladies' room has all separate stalls. And so, and it has to be ADA compliant and everything, and they have to bust up the floor to connect the plumbing. And so that is for this as well, okay? Now, Embrick had really went into detail, as you can see, okay? And they showed me, and Cinda was in there with their laptop, what it's gonna look like, and actually had a really great idea, because both bids have to tear out the cabinets to drill under the foundation and out, okay? And so those bottom cabinets are basically ruined. The top cabinets, I was thinking about replacing all of them, but they're actually all in great shape. And maybe we just get a new countertop when all this is done for the center console or whatnot, okay? Because that's 20-something years old. But what Embrick was saying is, you don't have, and I didn't quite understand, you don't have a true 3-pan system. But he had a system that's made for kitchens, it's all stainless steel, and where Janice was in there, you're gonna take the plate here, you're gonna put it here, and the water runs down, and it just made the process easier and better. I even talked about getting a dishwasher, but they said that wasn't actually possible with our layout right now. And that system that we had, they thought was pretty good, but it didn't fit the needs. Where was I going with that? So they're gonna do I believe it's the final package, okay? They're gonna do all that with the cabinets, the stainless steel, and the bathrooms, okay? For that $35,000 amount, okay? Trying to think what else is in there that I liked on that one. Let's just go to the next one. On Hendricks, he didn't have anything as far as replacing the cabinets or anything like that, okay? He just had, and I, to be fair, I reached out to him many, many times and said, you know, you might want to add this in there because the other bid actually had that in there, okay? And so he said he couldn't, either he didn't have time or he didn't do it. And so that is the bid, and that was for $24,726. That's for the sewer line, okay? And to go out. And I already have the fees all taken care of by the city. They've already agreed to take care of all that, so we don't have any other fees on that. And then on the bathroom, his estimate looks like $17,000 on the bathroom. And basically, and again, both of them were ADA. I believe they both kind of had the same layout, but it'd be 2 stalls instead of 1. And they're using the same plumbing out. What questions do you guys have? So I don't just keep
Okay,
rambling.
so how much was Embrick? I've got 28,000, I got 30,000.
There's, yeah, that's what I'm going through. So the bronze is your basic, the silver adds FRP board installation, and I haven't figured out what this last one is yet.
It was the tile. It was the tile and,
Stainless steel counters.
yes. The only thing that I didn't notice on Embrick's, and I called him, was the flooring in the bathroom actually. Okay, and I have some of this flooring actually saved. And I said, well, how much extra is that? Because I want to have it done where it's all done, you know, that nobody else is coming in. And so, you know, he didn't add it in there, but he said he would do it, but I don't know, you know.
Doesn't add that much money to the floor.
Right, because we already have the flooring,
Right.
you know.
All he's gotta do is the labor. Well, so Embrick's
Oh, and
includes addressing the cabinets,
Yes,
and Hendricks does not.
does not,
Embrick's is $5,000 less.
yes.
It's that simple. This sounds like a more complete job to me. I didn't take the time to read every little fine.
He really took a lot of time, Embrick, when they came out, and they came out multiple times.
Well, which version of it?
Yeah, well, if it was, again, mine, I don't want to have things left undone. I want to do it all. But can we save $1,000 if we break it out? Perhaps, but sometimes you could actually spend more.
I didn't even look at the dollars yet, so.
Yeah, so the top one with everything,
36, 33,
with everything done was 35.
30.
30. Or 28, 29.
And this one over here is almost 53 without.
Right. Yeah.
So what's the difference?
That's what I was trying to get to.
Well, the bathroom is quite a bit different. And Emmerich on the beginning too, the sewer was a little less expensive. When he had it broken out earlier for me, the sewer was a couple grand cheaper, and then the bathroom was probably maybe $6, $7 grand cheaper. It was about 10 grand altogether cheaper. And you got more, again, you get the stainless steel countertops and the cabinets and everything's done.
And
The three-pan sink, the faucet, everything, where, like, Hendrix, I don't know,
Worked in a kitchen, and I have.
But like-
That's important.
work to not include on Hendrix was, any bathroom accessories or installation does not include that. Any construction or setup or removal of any dust contaminant. any-
$6 grand more, you can't even get a 4 out of it.
Yeah, and I mean, the itemization
And the
here is
details.
phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah, with Emmerich.
I mean, I don't even know what I'm getting over here.
I've met most of these guys, they're both decent people.
No, I understand.
This guy did a better.
No, they're working for it, for sure.
The other point that I would make is the one that is the 402 East Main Street. The bid was only valid for 15 days, so it could be higher than even what, it might not, but.
Chances are slim that they would do that.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, I'll motion we take Mr. Emmerich's.
$36,000
Yep.
quote.
Yep, the full deal.
okay.
About 36, you think?
Yep.
35,946 with this one.
Yes, sir.
35.
All in hand, all in one, hands off, best value.
What was it again, Matt?
35,946.
That's the title, that's the title.
Right. Right.
Got it.
Okay,
Who's gonna second it?
I'll second.
all right, roll call?
Trustee Gunther?
Yes.
Sewell?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
Ball?
Yeah.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes. Okay, I think the last item on the agenda is appointment of Supervisor Pro Tem. I would like to, I know that Matt's done it and Clint's done it, and I'd like to nominate Ashley if you're up for it, and if the board is okay with that. I'm just trying to sit up.
What does that mean?
You're about to be.
First thing
It's
I
just,
go- first thing I
if I
go
go down,
Those type of girls
if I
are
go
gonna
down,
be-
but there's
that
always that
title.
chance that you're the supervisor, okay?
Don't worry.
Those type of girls.
He never misses
He'll
a
move the
meeting, so
meeting.
don't worry.
One time, I almost missed.
Yeah, and then you just decided to move the
A
meeting.
month
and I
before,
missed.
I was gonna come. I was coming.
How you fix that?
Who's gonna make a motion?
It's like me running a meeting.
I'll make a motion that Ashley then becomes the pro.
And I'll
second
second,
that.
okay, he's,
Okay,
I get to vote first.
all right.
Okay.
Roll call?
Trustee Sewell?
Yes.
Stewart?
Yes.
Ball?
Aye.
Gunther?
Yes.
Supervisor Cox?
Yes.
Good to know.
Last item is my comments. I've talked enough, but I'm really proud of the job that the staff and that we're all doing. We're working through a contract negotiation that's never always easy.
Yep.
We have a job to do for the taxpayers, but then we also have a job to do for the taxpayers on service too. And so it's just it's touchy sometimes. So anyway, I think we're all doing good. If anybody ever has any suggestions specifically or anything, please just let me know what they are. Nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
A motion we adjourn.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned, thank you.